Let's talk about financial scams. I think it comes as no surprise that financial scams are prevalent in our society, but it might come as a surprise just how prevalent they are, with the FTC estimating that $8.8 billion was lost in scams in 2022. Now, scams normally disproportionately impact more vulnerable groups, specifically the elderly and widows. But the scam that we're going to be focusing on today actually impacts people of all kinds, and that's the charity scam. Now, a charity scam is going to be pretty straightforward. It's going to typically happen after a high-profile disaster, and it works pretty easily. They are going to call people and say that they are collecting donations on behalf of a fraudulent charity, and they're going to solicit donations from you for that. It's typically going to be a cold call. You won't be expecting it. These scams work because people want to help. They want to donate to a cause, especially one that's in the news, like a wildfire or a hurricane. When these fake charities call, the victim will think, hey, this is a really easy opportunity for me to give a donation and help those people who are in need. Of course, because the charity is non-existent, that money goes right into the pockets of the person who created these fake charities. This scam is incredibly hard to get your money back from once you've fallen victim to it, and many of the victims of this type of scam have no idea that they were even scammed because they never check into the charity. The good news is that because this is such a straightforward scam, the answer to how to protect yourself is pretty straightforward too. Now, the number one thing that you can do is be discerning. When somebody gives you a call and they're asking for a donation, even if they tell you that you've made a donation to them in the past and you just don't remember it, be wary. But I would say one of the biggest things you can do to protect yourself in this case is to check the charity's name through one of the FTC's approved charity search functions. I've included a few in the description below here just so that you can bookmark these pages and not fall victim to this scam. It's as simple as checking to make sure that the charity is one, real, and two, though this is a little bit less common, a charity that doesn't do much work or doesn't even work on helping people who are the victims of a natural disaster. You'll be able to pinpoint these charities as well because the information that you receive on these charities is very thorough from these links. Now, these scammers are going to try and make it so that you don't hang up the phone without giving them money. But understand that any charity is going to be happy for the donation, not happy for the donation right now, right this second. Any legitimate charity, especially if they're calling you out of the blue, they're going to understand that you want to do your research. So one of the biggest red flags is when you want to do research and the person on the other end of the line doesn't want you to do that research. That's a pretty much hang up on them right then moment. Another really important way to protect yourself from this scam is to be proactive. If you want to give to a charity, go out and find them. Don't let them come and find you. And as always, research, research, research. When you know that you want to give money, you want to make sure that your money is going to the charity that's going to make the biggest impact on the natural disaster that you're trying to give to. As always, these scammers are going to get the best of people because people don't believe that they're going to be scammed by a charity that is looking to help people who've been the victim of a natural disaster. But now you know that that's exactly what scammers do because this is a very common fraud in the United States. So protect yourself, pass this video along to people that you know who may be in a vulnerable group or who may be particularly prone to giving to charities over the phone. Your money represents your hard work. And you giving to charity represents a second chance for somebody in need, especially when it comes to a natural disaster. So make sure that you're doing some research on the charities that you're giving to because you want your donation to go as far as it possibly can. And even if the charity isn't a scam, there are charities out there that don't give a whole lot to the causes that they claim to give or are just very inefficiently run. Please share this video and give it a like. It really does help spread the message about these types of charity frauds. And be sure to subscribe for more dives into scams how they operate, and what you can do to protect yourself. Thanks so much.